In Quebec, we don't hire local companies. For example, in the 2000s, several foreign firms won consulting contracts at the expense of small local businesses, or the relocation of maple syrup operations to Vermont, thanks to the cartel that runs our sugar shacks. Historical fact. The Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers has controlled supply through a strategic reserve since 1990. In 2011-2012, a major theft of 2.7 million kilos of syrup revealed the scale of this system. Vermont, the main U.S. competitor, took advantage of the tensions to increase its production by welcoming producers who moved to their state with all their revenue and jobs. Our big projects like bridges are given to foreigners. Historical fact. The new Champlain Bridge was built by a consortium, including American Fluor and Spanish ACS, while the Réseau Express Metropolitan (RIM) involved Spanish firm Dragados. We give away our resources at a loss, and the taxpayer pays. Historical fact. In the 1970s, René Lévesque's nationalization of electricity aimed to prevent waste of hydroelectric resources. Yet Hydro-Quebec has sometimes exported at low prices to the U.S., especially during surpluses in the 1980s and 1990s. We use municipal taxes for many things they weren't created for, then bill citizens for what those taxes should cover. Historical fact. The Charbonneau Commission exposed diversion of municipal public funds to political parties. In 2023, Sherbrooke citizens received a bill for about $9,000 for municipal work, imposed by the city residents. Believe these improvements are included in municipal taxes, since those taxes were created precisely to fund such work. This year, Quebec decided to shut down cryptocurrency farms. Historical fact. In December 2022, Hydro-Quebec asked the Energy Board to stop supplying new mining projects. In 2023, the Legault government confirmed the end of electrical connections for these farms, citing risk of shortages. Very good revenue for towns and the province disappears, along with the associated jobs. Quebec's approach. Raising electricity costs so high, it's unprofitable. These farms use surplus electricity from towns and regions and have a system that when power is needed by the city, transformers at the farm automatically shut down to redirect electricity to homes or other businesses. An ecological system generating jobs and revenue for towns in the province. But Quebec decided that selling electricity to the US at a loss and making Quebec taxpayers cover the difference is better. Historical fact. In 2010, Hydro-Quebec signed a 25-year contract to export electricity to Massachusetts at a fixed price of 5.8 cents per kilowatt hour, while actual production and transport costs were estimated higher by some analysts, forcing local rate hikes in 2015-2016. Staying dependent on the US instead of thriving is the priority of the province of Quebec. We also see this in projects announced and disappearing because investors didn't get permits or due to other government-imposed reasons. Historical fact. In Whedon, a greenhouse project promised 400 direct jobs in the region. Announced in 2017, the project was jeopardized by delays. By 2019, the company had already invested, but work was suspended and employees laid off. Quebec loses a lot of revenue and jobs this way. One must believe it's better to overtax its citizens than to be prosperous. With the closure of cryptocurrency farms, job and revenue losses will follow. Lost revenues for towns will be shifted onto their citizens. In reality, we should have more crypto farms. The economy, they bring in jobs and revenue. Also, these farms generate a large airflow that can be used to filter air and improve air quality. Moreover, it's ecological to use our electricity surpluses. So the question becomes, why send our jobs and revenue to other provinces and countries? What are our elected officials, for if not to protect our jobs and interests? Or is it to exploit us?